Okay. So what I do sense is a little bit of frustration due to the stagnancy going on in your life right now, okay? And I would advise you that, no news is actually good news. So you want to really take this moment for granted. This moment, you don't want to take it for granted. You want to sail through this period of calmness by creating a game plan for yourself, okay? So I do feel that, in the past, there were a lot of excitements happening for you, possibly changes in the home environment, changes in relationship partners, or even coming into a sense of feeling as if, um, with a lot of Geminis and a lot of air signs in general, you want a lot of excitement. You want mental stimulation. You want like physical changes, such as, moving from one geographical location to the next. So you want like that sense of excitement. In the past, your life definitely had it, but along with it came a lot of like, possibly financial instability, possibly, relationship instabilities as well. So you're coming into a phase right now in September where things are like falling into place and there's that sense of calmness. But instead of feeling very happy, content, and, grateful, you're actually feeling a little bit stuck. And I do sense that you're in a good place right now to look at your life from a more of a bird's eye view perspective, and at least to look at how all the pieces are fitting into place, okay? It requires a lot of energy from the universe to have all the pieces fall into place so that your life can be calm, but also can be to your liking. So keep that in mind, okay? It takes massive effort. It takes massive reshuffling for the universe to basically lay out a grid for you. So in the past, whatever, excitement or instability you were dealing with, I do feel that it's basically the universe reshuffling in order to get things to stabilize and to calm down for you. But instead of feeling, finally you can exhale, you're feeling a little bit stifled because things are a little bit too calm. So let's go through the cards here. That's the major energy I'm sensing here. So don't take this moment of calmness for granted. Do something constructive with it, okay? And what is most constructive is I do feel some meditation. It's going to be required for you, or at least it's a good time to do that. Some type of this indicates to me spiritual ascension. So re-examining your life, and also thinking seriously about how you got where you are today, and reviewing the past history and what it is that you can move forward with, okay? What no longer serves you and who no longer should be in your life, okay? So this is something you want to contemplate deeply about. And especially Mercury in retrograde as well is a good time for deep contemplation. It's also a time that is prime for people from the past to pop back into our lives, or at least we're nostalgic for the past, because the past in your ideal vision, it was very, nice and exciting. However, we can only sustain so much excitement before we burn out, before things spin out of control. So this is something you want to be appreciative of, that period of excitement is definitely in the past, and that's where it should be. So don't be nostalgic for the past, for the excitement. And you're kind of like kicking up a storm in order to create the excitement in your own life right now, because things are a little bit stagnant, okay? So that's the energy that I'm sensing for the end of September for you. So let's go through the cards. We do have a lot of success coming through with the sun, and it's also crossed by the world. It's basically enhanced by the world. Everything that you've wanted for yourself, I do feel that you actually were able to achieve it the very beginning of September. This is when things started turning around for you, and it based on, just the things that you were able to the things that you wanted, you were able to manifest in your life. And I do feel a lot of it has to do with more stability and achieving the love partner that you want, okay? So you're in a very good position starting out September. And also a lot of you might have landed that person, whoever it is that you were interested in. They definitely are in the picture, and you're very elated right now, which is a really good energy. You've moved on from a lot of past struggles with the Death card. You're also approaching a new point in your life, whereas you have the Three of Wands. So don't take this opportunity for granted, okay? New projects are coming through, a new type of endeavor is in the works for you. This can be work or relationships. So once again, don't take this energy for granted. I do feel a lot of you are involved with like fire signs because I have the Sun and also the Strength card, both of a fiery element. So they're both like a Leo type of energy. So you have the Three of Wands here, another fire element, which indicates to me that don't sit back just yet. You have to push a little bit further, and you have to basically take advantage of the situation, okay? So don't take anything for granted, especially towards the second half of this month when you feel like I'm on top of the world because you've moved on from a lot of past struggles and you're kind of at a point where you feel like, okay, maybe it's over. I do feel that this is pretty much a period of calmness in order for you to formulate the next stage in your life, okay? So take the time, do some reflection, do some manifestation. So the whole process is not over yet. You're towards the end of it. And I do sense that the only danger coming back here is definitely backtracking. We have the Judgment card in the reverse position, and we also have the Six of Cups, which indicates a blast from the past. So you're not at the point where you've overcome a lot, so don't backslide. Don't flip-flop between the old and the new. Just choose to forge ahead, to just I guess what would be just plow through, and don't second guess yourself. Don't go back to past situations, okay? Because there's dangers of backsliding. There's dangers associated with comfort and stability based on a past situation, okay? At the same time, in your external environment here, I have the Tower, which indicates to me, in general, this is your external environment. Somebody in your external environment has been through a lot of hardships, okay? And you might have like seen them go through a lot of hardships, and they're looking for emotional comfort. And it seems like you want to step in because you're still very emotionally invested in this person. You want to step in and try to soothe them. You want to be there for them. So this is up to you if you want to do that, but I do feel that you have to detach yourself emotionally, because what they really need is to get through this on their own. I do sense that, this is a situation where you don't want to get caught up in other people's life lessons. You don't want to be the enabler in this relationship. If it is somebody that you're dealing with in the present moment, then of course, try your best to appease them or try your best to help them get through this rough patch in their lives. But I sense for a lot of you, this is somebody from your past that you've struggled with, you've overcome, and you're in a good place right now. So don't backpedal and don't try to be that person where, you want to come back to them to help them in a time of need because you're hoping to reconcile or to rekindle the relationship. That would be the wrong way to approach this because it is laced with ulterior motives. So just keep that in mind, okay? And be very, very careful about what it is that you want by doing this, what it is that you're hoping to achieve, and what is actually the best route for you. I do feel that detachment is actually a courtesy that you need to grant the other person because you've done a lot of healing on yourself and you're still not 100% healed up yet. So this is a time for you to be protective of your heart and to also not give too freely of yourself because you could end up entangled in a past situation or with that past person once again without seeing a way out, okay? So the only danger here is backtracking, and you've made a lot of progress in terms of, advancing forward, plowing through, working hard and things like that. So you don't really want to backslide, okay? At the same time, I do feel that in terms of work, overall success, and just financial gains, you have the two best cards, the Sun and the World. They're on top of one another, which indicates to me one is enhancing the other. So a lot of you might be given opportunities to travel outside of your geographical location. And I do feel it would be in your best interest to take it. I do sense for those of you who are contemplating like a major move, a major even like a major trip overseas, or even, expanding overseas in order to find work, or getting offered a work that will take you overseas. There is a person in your past coming through and trying to, I guess, talk you out of it. So you're kind of like talking in circles. And my advice here is, ultimately what it is that is good for you. Okay, you're in the upright position, male or female. It would be in your best interest to advance forward. And once again, don't second guess this wonderful opportunity that is coming through for you. I do feel a lot of you are looking back mainly because of love relationships, okay? And I don't feel that the love relationships were entirely all positive. But at the same time, this is something that I feel like, based on the spread, the cards are very solitary. So this is a major transformative time of the year for you, and you have to make this decision for yourself and to decide what's best for you. If, this new job is just everything you've dreamed of, I do sense that you want to move ahead with it and be okay that you're going to be able to manifest the right person in the future as well. Okay, you've done a lot of manifestations, and I do sense that, the wish card in the past indicates to me that you've gone a long way. You've fought a hard battle in order to get where you are right now, and a lot of opportunities are coming through for you. So you really want to roll with it and keep advancing, keep the progression going. Okay, keep the momentum going. All right, Gemini. So for this time period, I do feel you are being tested to see what is really important in your life. Okay, so I do feel that what's going to make you happy ultimately is take a moment off to really introspect and to figure out what it is that you need to make you happy, because I do sense that forward movement is always good. Travel is always good. It's usually good for most people, and I do feel that it's definitely coming through for you, or at least a new phase, a new sense of like evolution in your next phase in your life is coming through as well. So be confident that you have what it takes in order to make it on your own, and also be confident. Don't flip flop. Don't straddle between, the old and the new. Okay, so this is Mercury in retrograde is greatly about reformulating plans, or at least, if plans were implemented in the real world during the Mercury in retrograde, it will test the strength of our plans to see if our plans can withstand the test of time. So this is something that you need to possibly go back and rework a few plans to get it in the way that you want. Okay, tweak a few things, and then things will come out in perfectly. All right. So Geminis, take care of yourself, and forward movement is always good. All right. So keep that in mind and have faith that you know what you're doing.